Thanks for staying with us. I'm Annie Satowski.
And I'm Doug Reardon. An independent advisory panel is now asking for updated information on AstraZeneca's version of the COVID vaccine.
The drug maker has 48 hours to release that data. But in the meantime, health experts say that this request is the perfect example of the approval and safety process working like it's supposed to.
There has been some concern that the AstraZeneca vaccine may have, they've used some outdated information.
It's the main issue for the Safety Data and Monitoring Board, known as the DSMB. But Dr. Ron Grifka, the chief medical officer for Metro Health University of Michigan, says the data so far looks promising.
AstraZeneca says it's 79% effective against symptomatic disease and 100% effective against severe or critical disease and hospitalization, which is fantastic results.
This right on the heels of the vaccine suspension in a few European countries, after reports of blood clots in some vaccine recipients. But Dr. Liam Sullivan, an infectious disease specialist with Spectrum Health, says there hasn't been any data to support the idea that those were caused by the vaccine.
At this point in time, the Europe's FDA equivalent and the World Health Organization have both deemed that the vaccine does not indeed cause blood clots. And, the interesting part about it is they've not had this problem in the United Kingdom, where, they've probably administered more AstraZeneca vaccine than anywhere else in the world.
Dr. Sullivan says this latest setback for the company is actually a really good thing for the community.
That's what the Data Safety and Monitoring Board's job is to be that independent advisory board to say, hey, wait a minute here, this isn't quite right. We need more data here. You got a safety problem here. That's their job. And it's good to see that this process is working like it's supposed to be working.
He says while this may have people feeling concerned, he hopes it'll increase trust in the system.
It should make people feel, okay, at least somebody's looking at this and this just isn't coming out of a vacuum from somewhere.
Both doctors are eager to see the new data from AstraZeneca in the coming days. And they know that while the vaccine appears to be safe, it'll be under a bigger microscope.
They had to halt their clinical trial in the United States, and then they came out and said they had a dosing error in their clinical trial. So they've had to battle some public relations issues throughout their clinical trials with their vaccine. And so I think FDA is going to be especially scrutinizing of them and when they go through their data.
Rest assured, the FDA has done their due diligence with the 3 vaccines that they have approved, and they'll do the same thing with AstraZeneca. And they're in the process of analyzing that now. Hopefully we'll find out very soon.
So again, the company has 48 hours to release their updated studies. They are expected to officially apply for that emergency use authorization with the FDA within the first 2 weeks of April. So of course, we'll keep you updated if and when that happens.